What's going on, you guys? Welcome to day 2 coverage of ESL ONE New York. Now, this was the first one in front of a live audience at the Barclays Center. There were 8 matches, including elimination matches. It was a wild and crazy day. So, the first match of the day was an elimination match between Optic Gaming and G2. Loser goes home. G2 is the heavy favorite, and Optic kind of ran away with it. Optic went up 12-3 on the T side of cash. Now, G2 did string a few rounds together there in the second half, but Optic ultimately ended up winning 16-7. On to the next match, which was not an elimination match. It was Astralis facing off against Fnatic on Dust 2. Now, Fnatic lead on CT side 9-6. They end up taking the T side 7-3. They win 16-9. Astralis is facing elimination from here on out. Na'Vi versus SK on Mirage was our next map. Now, this winner would be into the playoffs and hold the #1 seed. Two best teams in the world facing off on land. SK won the last 2 majors, so they're the heavy favorite. Na'Vi didn't see it that way. They went up 9-7 on T side and take the 7 rounds on CT side without SK getting one bomb plant. Without getting one bomb detonation or win by elimination. So Na'Vi wins 16-6. Na'Vi, Simple, who used to be on Team Liquid, came up huge, 28-10. When you have somebody fragging 28-10, you better win, and the scoreline reflected that. The second elimination match of the day was Astralis, who just lost to Fnatic, was facing off against Optic Gaming. Now, Overpass, the loser's going home. They're playing on Overpass. Optic goes up on the T side 11-4. It looked like they were going to run away with it. Astralis starts chipping back and getting some rounds here and there. Ultimately, Optic end up holding them off and win 16-10, led by Tarek and Rush. 21, 22 frags collectively. One thing to note on this match is all of the Optic guys, barring Oscar, had 20 or more frags. And on the other side, it just Kirby, he didn't show up. 12 and 22. Everybody on Optic was about level, and Kirby was -10. So it kind of stinks for them. Astralis goes home and takes the 7th place. Fnatic versus Liquid. Fnatic's 2-1 at this point. Liquid is 1-2. So if Liquid lose, they're going home. Fnatic would be in to the playoffs. So this was by far the best match of the day, hands down. Fnatic start on CT side. Dust 2 go up 8-7. They get up to 13. It was 13-7. And then Liquid start their comeback. It's 14-12. Fnatic does get a map in the middle there. And Liquid takes the next 4 rounds to win. 16-14. Nitro, 28-19. Dennis, notably from Fnatic, got to 30, but he was stagnant for like 3 rounds. He was stuck at 29 frags. The next match would send someone to the playoffs and someone to elimination. It was SK going up against Virtus Pro. It was not close. It really wasn't. You had SK won 16-8. They played a great round. They played a great team game. Taz did not show up. He was 9-20. So VP are now facing elimination. The next 2 matches, the last 2 matches of the night, were elimination matches. It was a rematch. Fnatic and Liquid again on Dust 2. What's interesting here is Fnatic went ahead big time in the first map, and then Liquid came back and ended up winning. So when the vetoes go the same and it comes down to Train or Dust 2, Fnatic essentially get to choose what they're going to play. They chose Dust 2 again. This was within the course of like 2.5 hours. So they played, then went over to SK and Virtus Pro, and then Fnatic and Liquid played again. Somebody's going home. Somebody's heading through the playoffs. Let's get into it. Liquid go up huge, 12-3 on T side. Now, you guys know 12-3 can kind of be a superstitious number. Like 12-round losses happens all the time. Liquid was not letting it happen. Liquid ended up winning 16-12. They only needed 4. Fnatic did make a comeback and make it interesting, but at the end of the day, Liquid had control the entire game. Elige 28-16. Twist 28-18. I mean, the difference here was Wenton. He went 5-23 for Fnatic. Again, when you have somebody dragging like that, these are the best teams in the world. You can't have players off, and you certainly can't trade who's going to be off and who's going to be on. The last and final map of the day was Optic Gaming up against Virtus Pro, and this was going to send somebody home. This was going to send somebody to the playoffs and somebody packing. So they play on Cobble. VP had the choice between Dust2 and Cobble. They chose Cobble, and rightfully so. They're likely the best team in the world on Cobble. But this map did not disappoint. So VP go up 8-7 on T side. Going into the CT side, Naf made a weird play and essentially gave VP the second pistol round. Well, long story short, VP take down Optic 16-14. It was really, really close. I mean, you look at the scores here, and everybody was pulling their weight. You could say maybe Rush for Optic. He went 13-21. Neo went 17-23. So, I mean, they were really balanced. This was a great match. It really showed that, with Liquid getting through Fnatic twice, and into the playoffs, and Optic sending home G2 and Astralis, and now taking Virtus Pro to round 30. Maybe NA Counter-Strike is not as bad as everybody makes it out to be. Today is the final. So the first match that's happening at about 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time is Na'Vi and Liquid. Okay, from here on out, it's elimination, best of 3. So Na'Vi face off against Liquid. Winners through, loser takes 3rd, 4th place. And the second one is the big one. This is the one that everybody's going to want to see. It's at 4:30 Eastern Time. We've got SK and Virtus Pro. So remember, SK sent Virtus Pro, essentially to an elimination game. Virtus Pro could want to come and get some revenge there. We'll see. I mean, this is a great top 4. A great top 4. Whoever comes out here really deserved it because everybody had to fight through the best. It was been a great tournament so far. Make sure you guys tune in at twitch.tv/ESL_CSGO. We'll see you guys later. Peace.